Saint Candida Maria de Jesus is the mother foundress of the Hijas de Jesus, Daughters of Jesus Congregation. The Hijas de Jesus Congregation is a group of women who have come together from diverse paths and from different backgrounds who vowed to follow Jesus. They dedicate themselves to education in its multiple forms as a means of proclaiming to all the kingdom of God and the good news of salvation. Saint Candida Maria de Jesus was born and baptized as Juana Josefa Tepitria y Barriola on May 31, 1845 in Berospi, Anduin, Guipúzcoa, Spain. She was the eldest of 7 children to the weavers Juan Miguel Cipitria and Maria Jesus Barriola. Rather than attend school, she helped look after her siblings because she was the eldest child. She received her confirmation on August 5, 1848 and made her first communion in 1855. She was unlettered. As a young girl, she left her land to work as a domestic helper in Burgos, Spain, in order to help her family financially. Gifted with a great sensitivity to the neediest, she was not indifferent to the situations of those living nearby. She would help her poor neighbors by giving food, even at the risk of losing her job. She would say, "Where there is no room for the poor, neither is there room for me." Her desire to do God's will was the sole driving force in her life. On April 2, 1869, in the Church of the Rosario in Valladolid, she received the inspiration from the Blessed Virgin Mary to found a congregation to be called Hijas de Jesus, dedicated to the salvation of souls through education and instruction of children and youth. On December 8, 1871, she founded the Hijas de Jesus Congregation to work for the Christian upbringing of children and to improve the condition of women in Salamanca, Spain. She took the name Mother Candida Maria de Jesus, and the congregation received papal approval from Pope Leo XIII on July 30, 1901. Her simple background and her lack of education and means at the beginning of the foundation, as well as throughout her life, emphasized her trustful response to God's call. She opened schools for children and adolescents from all social backgrounds, Sunday schools for girls employed as domestic helpers, and involved the congregation of the Hijas de Jesus in the church pastoral plan of her time. Indeed, the universalism of her charism continues to be a commitment worth considering, a precursor of what we call social justice today. Mother Candida based her spirituality on the spiritual exercises of Saint Ignatius of Loyola, with the collaboration of Father Miguel San Jose Herranz S.J. She wrote the constitutions, and they were approved by Pope Leo XIII in 1902. Saint Candida's charism centered on 2 great characteristics: filiation, fraternity, and Christ-centeredness. She experienced God in her life as a father who provides, protects, guides, and loves her so much. She believed that God is our Father and we can place everything in His hands. One of her famous sayings is, "Alone I can do nothing, but with God I can do everything." She considered her neighbors as her brothers and sisters. She was concerned for others, especially the marginalized. As foundress and superior general, she was docile to the will of God and exercised her authority in a spirit of service to her brothers and sisters, governing her religious as daughters of God. Saint Candida also had a great love to the Blessed Virgin Mary. She died in Salamanca, Spain on August 9, 1912, and the fame of her holiness has continued to increase. She was beatified together with Blessed Antonia Bandres, a young Hija de Jesus, on May 12, 1996 by Pope John Paul II at St. Peter's Square in Vatican City. Finally, she was canonized on October 17, 2010 by Pope Benedict XVI at St. Peter's Square.